and now we know her as almost a completely different person.
I'm Erin, as you remember.
I would be curious if anybody Gypsy has talked to feels they're getting the full story.
This is actually kind of the first time I've been honest, besides being honest, with my attorneys. Even that, I haven't been completely honest with them, so. My life, yes. She taught me how to be a good liar, a very good liar, without any conscience. And I'm changing that. I'm trying to be a good person now. I don't want to be like my mother, and I'm nothing like her.
Okay.
Woo. What an episode, what an episode, what an episode.
My.
So we're definitely late doing this episode by like a week.
Because we were what?
On vacation.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
We are back
Yes.
and ready to talk to you guys about this.
Yes, ma'am.
So what an episode.
That patched up, taped together episode.
It definitely gave duct tape together. Why do we feel that way?
Because they just kind of
seemed like a crash,
they just kind of skipped some parts.
A lot of parts. They skipped months.
And they're literally trying to make it into like this great love story. And I'm still stuck on the daddy talked to her about how she wanted to have a baby, and she did cut.
In the same episode.
4 weeks later.
No, like 2 months later. It was definitely giving duct tape together.
And she's trying to act like she's so, surprised or whatever. She is giving it to everybody. Everybody could get a little piece of that. So, and even Ryan said we were trying. Even after a little talk with Mia, he said we were trying.
Which is why he was probably so confused about the plan B. That kind of makes a lot more sense now when you think about it.
The plan B, and then she just kind of...
I think the very interesting part about this episode was the conversation between Gypsy, Mia, and Christy. And it seemed like Gypsy was taking like great delight in the fact that Mia and Christy were kind of like butting heads over her.
Oh, you didn't hear her comment about communication? I don't have good communication.
Right, like, girl.
They're talking about you,
but
that was your input. Y'all don't have good communication.
Yeah, that was very interesting to me to hear her say that. I don't know what to make of.
I just feel like she's orchestrating this whole story, and it's working out the way that she wants people to portray what she's doing.
It's not working out the way she wants it to portray. She was hoping it would work out the way she wanted to portray it. And she thought that the general public was not going to understand what was going on enough for them to realize it wasn't what she was trying to portray.
Right.
When the public has, I think the mass majority of the public has realized that it's not like what she was trying to portray.
Because there was a lot going on in the background of all this stuff happening.
Right, and it really did play out on social media.
Yeah, the fight with Mia. Well, should we say it's a fight? Conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it did definitely look I don't know, it kind of makes Christy kind of look bad in the grand scheme of things.
But you notice that how she did the same thing to Mia that she was doing to Rod, talking over her. And she was kind of flustered to say, you know, you're not even letting me talk. Rod did the same thing.
She did. But Mia, I feel like, was kind of at the point where she was just ready to let it go because she knew that they were not going to come to the same conclusion.
Yeah. Rod was the same way.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of what she does, is she kind of boggles them down. And that could be the issue between her and Gypsy, is that they're very similar in terms of like how they deal with things.
Well, toxic people wear you out.
Yeah, you just be like, you know what, I'm tapping out on it.
They wear you out with conversation, going around in circles. Because she said that. She kept saying that. Going around in a circle, talking about the same. Like, she's not even letting her get a point across.
Yeah, and I feel like the whole time Gypsy was kind of like...
Yeah. Because you know she already jealous of Mia.
That's why I keep telling Mia she got a lot to lose.
Yeah.
Stop playing around with Gypsy.
So she probably thinking ahead, look, I got a better relationship with your mom than you do.
And that's what she was kind of trying to already plant in her head. Which is, the whole thing's so bizarre.
Yeah, absolutely. Because she's going to compete. Gypsy's going to compete. So now she's going to compete for favorite
Now
child.
I will say this. I like Ryan. I think he is a decent guy.
Tell us how you really feel.
He is just entirely too emotional about the situation. Now I understand love will have you blind, and I understand that, you know, love will make you do some crazy things, but I also feel like, at what point do you say, okay, no, I'm gonna put an end to this? You know, because I'm gonna love me before I allow you to destroy me. Because ultimately, I feel like she's trying to destroy him.
I haven't gone through a divorce, right? And he looked like he was very soft and emotional.
I feel like it seemed like a reverse roles. Like, she was bringing the masculine energy.
Yeah.
And he was tapping more into his feminine energy. And I'm not saying he's, you know, funny or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or happy. I'm just saying, the energy that he's giving off is very much a feminine energy, and she's giving off the very masculine kind of like, you know, where I'll call you when I want to call you, or, you know, I reach out to you when I want to reach out to you. Kind of like, that's something a man would do, right? And I feel like she's playing on that.
Big time.
Yeah.
What was the reason they said that she got married to him?
For housing, basically. Now, is that possible? I think so. At this point, I think Gypsy's not capable of loving anyone, so she basically just goes around using these people that she has access to, but it's not a thing about love. And
I guess what's more baffling to me is that you see this on screen. They even told you that this is what she didn't say love. She said she needed a place to stay.
Well, what I'm interested to know is, how do you find so many men to swindle? Like, where do you have, like, where's the storage unit for these men?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Is there a store? Is there, like, where do you pick them up?
Yeah, like, is it somewhere where you sign them out? Like, what, you know, how do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because she got them back to back to back.
And Ryan out there sobbing, baby. Ryan is heartbroken. And she out there just saying, well, if I were you, I think I would hate me too. But I'm not the one for, it was given very much, what is it? What, Darnell Jones?
Who's that, I wish I never met her, that one?
No, the one where I'm not who you want me to be at that moment. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
What is the name of that?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All I keep thinking about is I wish I never met her.
But
That's the song
it's
going
probably
on.
given very
never met her because this is nuts. And the thing is, I think for us, at what point do you get angry? Because you go through the mourning phase, right? But then when do you get pissed off when you realize what the truth is? Because it's recorded, it's on TV. And
I think for me, you know, when I evaluate a situation, I always ask myself, is this situation conducive for me? Is this the best situation for me?
Right.
Right. I don't look at it from an emotional standpoint. I just look at, is this best for me?
Right.
Right. Like, because you can't be too emotionally invested, because even with a marriage, right, it's still a contract.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
You're essentially the manager of your own life. You're managing this contract, right? And you could decide when this contract does not work for you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And I feel like when you're managing anything emotionally, you're gonna go wrong, right?
True.
And so he's not able to look at it level-headed because it's all emotional for him.
Yeah. No,
but when you're making life-changing decisions and you're making it out of emotion, you're gonna fail every time.
Problem. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that he is looking at it from a standpoint of what he wanted the relationship to be, or what his expectation for the relationship was, where that's not where she is. And I think that he's really not comprehending the fact that he married a woman that unalived her mother, that used a man with special needs, autism, and mental health issues, and a low IQ to do her dirty work, and manipulated him for years. I think that's something he's really not seeing.
Yeah, I think cognitively he's still seeing the dream, and the dream was snatched from him. Whatever it is that she sold him,
he's really upset at Ken. And I think I understand why he's upset at Ken, but I think if Ken wasn't in the picture, it would be someone else. And so I think that he really needs to place that blame on her.
I'm like, why are they
and
not?
give her the response. Yes, he's a homewrecker, but it's not just him. Like, your spouse can't cheat on you unless they allow that other person into the relationship, essentially. So I feel like that's kind of really an issue, because I think it's misdirected anger, resentment.
Your anger's not going to the person who like destroyed everything.
Right. And
the person that lied to you while they were still in love with that person and was still talking to that person, you're missing that.
Right. And I mean, it makes me sad to see him like that, because I know that, 5 years from now, he's going to look at this and think like, well, what was I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever look back on a relationship and really question yourself?
Yeah.
Like, I know I did that with my first marriage. I was kind of like, girl, what were you doing?
Yeah. Like, why?
Why were you worried about that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like when you get to your senses, but like, I feel like as I've gotten older, the more I've realized to value me more. Yeah. So I don't, anything that I feel like would compromise me, it's a no for me. Right?
Well, fair play. When you're in it, it seems very real. It seems like this is what you were. The whole thing. It was that person really affected you in some kind of way.
But I also feel like he, you don't get a pass for ignorance.
True.
Right. And so y'all know we're recording this a week later. The crime scene photos dropped on Gypsy's birthday. Ryan went live the next day or 2 days later, and somebody asked him if he's seen the crime scene photos, and the man said he thought that was wrong. Baby, if you seen them crime scene photos, you will never eat ham again for Thanksgiving, okay?
That's all he said was wrong?
He doesn't think it's right. The judges and everybody made a decision, and no, it was political, Ryan. That woman should not be out of prison. She is chaos. Do you see the chaos that she's caused in your life? You still not seeing that, sir?
She got her daddy scared of her to tell her the truth. I mean, he don't want to be honest with her. And what's up with this whole narrative over control? Everything is like, well, the mother, I don't want to control her, and the father, I don't want to say because I don't want to control her.
Well, that's the thing, is that's the narrative she's put out there, so she makes it seem like everybody wants to control her, and that's what she uses over everybody. So the second somebody, because if she was to do something to Christy right now, she would say she was trying to control her, and she would villainize her. If the same thing with Ryan, like she set the stage. She said, you know, he allegedly had tried to harm her, but then she went into the bathroom and hid. Now that story has totally dropped. I don't know if you noticed that story has not even been in the equation. And his attorney released something in the middle of Good Morning America saying like, nah, that's not what happened. And that's defamation if she takes it any further. Yeah, so, you know, she paints the same picture, and for some people, for some reason, everybody's not realizing like all of these pictures are done by Gypsy Picasso. It's the same photo.
Right.
Y'all see the color look the same.
Yeah.
This not different.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the thing, is that people aren't really realizing like it's the writing is on the wall.
Well, you know, the same thing she's telling people, well, I don't want y'all to do to me, is exactly what she's doing to everybody else.
but that's the purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's thought out. It's well thought out. It's not, she's not confused about what's happening. You the only one that's confused. Okay, because Gypsy says, well, as long as I could say control, that just spins a narrative as to why, because she set the stage for Ryan. So if anything was to ever happen, she'd have been like, he was trying to control me. I was trying to run away. I ran in the bathroom, and that's why it happened. Like she's used that narrative already.
Yeah, and victim mentality.
She does it to every single person that doesn't do what she wants them to do.
Even the father.
But Ryan sees her as the victim, and it's mind-boggling to me.
But even the father is like, well, she was controlled by her mother. Like,
listen, the father said he think his life is dear. And the man said he want to keep his life, okay?
You gonna keep going with that storyline.
He said, what you want me to do, Jib?
Right. That's why you don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, the man said, I just, you know what I'm
he
saying?
really didn't want her coming living in that house.
No. I mean, like, I got to sleep with both eyes open. I don't even know if she mad tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he didn't want to deal with that stress.
Could you imagine her having a baby in that house?
Girl. I don't know, girl. I don't know.
I just feel like this is a very First of all, you see it's said to be continued, so there's definitely going to be another season, which I think is trash because she's such a hard watch.
Is it? Have they approved anything for a second season?
Well, they haven't said anything.
Yeah. So anything can happen.
Yeah.
Let's hope that if she's in jail, there won't be no second season. So.
Well, you'll see a second season about the baby and.
From prison? She gonna have a baby in prison? Is that what's gonna happen?
They're gonna have to throw her on Love After Lockup because they're gonna have to have fillers. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll have to have other things.
Yeah. And then we'll have to figure out who the daddy is. People don't understand how tragic that storyline is. Like how tragic it is. There's nothing good about that storyline.
Child.
It's a hot mess. Like, what am I watching? This is what you're promoting? Leaving your husband?
No. Let's reverse. Using a autistic man with a low IQ and mental health issues that is collecting disability to unalive your mom. You go to prison. You use a bunch of men for money while you're in prison. You find one that lives close to where your parents live within a couple hours.
Yeah.
You marry him because you know that you have somewhere to live.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your ex-fiance before him, you're still in talks with him. And now you leave your husband, you get with the ex-fiance. You're pregnant, you claim by the ex-fiance, but you don't really know who.
Don't know what's going on. Yeah. She's thrilled though. She's thrilled.
And she's acting like it's a fairy tale out of Disney. Like
Yeah.
it's wild when you think about it, because it's like you live in the land of delusion in your head.
So all the bodies you had to step over to get here.
Including the one you collected. Okay?
I mean, yeah, we gotta really know what we're watching. This is a train wreck. But I've talked to you about, even for Dee Dee, I don't know nothing about the woman. You know, I think for the most part she had a child that had issues and disabilities, and she did what she had to do to get money to, whatever she did. But I mean, the disgrace, and then those photos coming out. I've said it before, like, there's just no respect for this woman whatsoever.
So.
Like,
child, to see my twat all on the internet.
I mean, can I R.I.P.? I mean, can I be in peace? Because why is my vagina on the internet now? Why?
Child.
It's not enough that you had people come in there and stab me up, but now...
Not only that, you have people making troll accounts of my name. That's how much of a joke you made me out to be.
Girl, it makes you not want to have children.
I mean, girl, the disrespect.
I'm telling you, like, your life don't mean nothing.
You like... I did what?
Can you imagine your dead body and your child got you? What?
That's why I know Dee Dee finna haunt her. I know Dee Dee finna haunt her every night. That's why Dee Dee made sure them crime scene photos was dropped on her birthday. She was like, happy birthday.
There you go. There you go.
And I'm gonna tell you this, August start tomorrow. I have a feeling August is going to say, hold my beer.
It's gonna be hot.
I think August is gonna come in hot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree. I think there's gonna be some revelations.
I think we're gonna see some stuff play out.
It's a lot of people talking more and more.
Oh yeah, it's like, I feel like it's you're seeing a lot to where they can't control it now.
Yeah. Well, they got the PR company now.
Girl, the fact
6
that
months
this
too
girl
late.
hired a PR company now,
6 months too late.
it's like tearing up a whole house and breaking the house up and then saying you want to hire someone to renovate. Like, what? The thing is already, ain't no coming back on this one, Jip Jip.
She's gonna fix it. She has hope.
Ain't no way.
Just like she thinks it's
And it's a crisis PR company. That, listen, but I guarantee you they ain't never dealt with a murderer. I'm just saying, you won, Jip.
You got this many people.
You won, Jip. You topped it out.
I quit.
I'm telling you, every morning they like, we need to have a crisis meeting about Jip Jip. She ain't paying us enough for this crisis.
It's not enough. Between what? The
Because a
therapist?
PR crisis generally would be, I don't know, a company said something that was out of pocket.
Yeah.
And they kind of need to get
like
back
like
there.
Scandal. You know, like Kerry Washington.
No, this is, you literally unalived your mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You did it.
And you came out acting like you ain't, like there's nothing
the
wrong.
Fired. Yeah.
And that's not a crisis, girl. You're a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit deeper than
You
that.
trolling people on the internet, and you have your boyfriend trolling people on the internet, and other people trolling. Yeah, it's a lot to control. A lot to control.
Yeah, that's not something where I think a PR company. I don't feel as though that is. And especially after this show, I did think what was interesting is in Gypsy's live last night, she said that she hindsight, looking back at everything, she feels like she was playing in everybody's face.
How so?
She was playing on camera, I think.
Okay.
Or something to, I don't know. She didn't really.
She felt she was playing in everybody's face.
So you willing to play again? Because she said a new season is not off the table.
She got to get you coming back. I mean, I'm sure next season she got stuff to sell. So, did she say she was a celebrity? She's a celebrity. We got to come back and watch her. She thinks we're all interested. Plus, are all her celebrity friends.
What I think is interesting is the PR company told her to start looking at this one particular girl's content. When I looked at the girl's content, I said, Gypsy First of all, Gypsy's quality of her content is trash. The camera quality is trash. Right? What type of iPhone does she have? Because I don't understand, like, how... So she did this blog for her birthday. The quality of the video footage was not good. Like, to me, when you're doing vlogs, the quality of the camera, like, makes a difference. That's why, like, I normally get, like, the highest quality phone camera when I'm creating content, because I know that makes a difference, right? So I was a little confused because... And then her as a person, like, she doesn't have a personality that you're engaged and you want to. Yeah. So they're saying they want her to do more like mommy type of vlogs.
That's the person. Yeah.
But Gypsy doesn't have that personality. She's not even a nurturing person to where she's excited, and her and Ken don't have this relationship that even translate on camera. Yeah. I mean, he just looks angry. He looks disgusted by her every time they're on camera. Yeah. Like, that, it doesn't translate to what this PR company, and I'm like, is the PR company not seeing that it's not translating over to that? Yeah. Because that does make a huge difference as well. But I wonder if the girl who they're telling her to kind of duplicate her content is aware that this murderer, and you know how Gypsy is, she'll steal your whole identity.
Yeah, yeah. But I wonder if it's like, let's soften your, your...
At the end of the day, the crime scene photos just dropped, and ain't nothing soft about that. Okay? So, there's that.
I'm trying here. I'm trying to...
You can't soften that. Like, you...
Yeah.
You can soften someone that got into a fight, and they need to come back from that, right? Yeah. Like,
there's no coming back.
There's not really, like, ma'am, you shouldn't have been here in this space to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where she's gonna. But I don't know. She's like a cat. She got like about 20,000
I don't feel like that. I'm telling you, I feel like. Y'all, I've said this. I feel like someone's going to expose her on a national level. I think that this is going to come crashing down fast. And remember what them tarot card readers said. Both of them said the same thing. Her birthday, the crime scene photos drop again on a Google Doc. The whole internet seen it.
It was stunned, honey. Stunned. Yeah. Yeah.
So just imagine that. That's the tip of the iceberg.
So are you saying most people are just running with the dialogue? They're not really looking at who this person really is?
I think people get lost in her voice.
The little baby.
And how she tries to come across sweet. And I think people get tricked by that. Where they miss the fact that this girl killed her mom. Like, she literally sliced and diced her. Yeah. She brutalized her before even her actual death.
And that wasn't a one-person job.
There's no way. That is not a one-person job. And I think that's an interesting part, too, that even people even believe that even one person could have committed this to... Especially, think about it this way. one person that you actually had to send a video of how to do it. Ain't no way.
I told you, he had to come in there with some level of rage, some level of adrenaline. Like, that was rage.
It wasn't
What you saw
him.
there
And that's
was
why I
rage.
say I don't believe
Yeah.
that. I think she did the majority of it, to be honest with you.
Yep.
And I think he came in and did his little one too, and really didn't, you know, she really kind of convinced him
Yeah. Yep.
that he did the majority
Yep.
of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think people are overlooking that, you know.
We
Like,
forget that she broke him off right after in the other room, and he said, "It's one of I don't know if it was court, the interrogation, but he said he never had a real relationship before.
Yeah,
He said that was his motivation.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and he just wanted to be loved. He never felt a love like that.
Yeah.
And he, you know, it's so, and that's where I see Ryan in Nick. And that's where I kind of see, that's why I feel like he would set him up.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I agree.
So I think we will hear something else. I think she is gonna, history repeats itself every time.
Yeah.
That's one thing, is history does repeat itself.
Wow. Yeah. But in this, you know, I get it. Ryan is.
Listen, love is blind, but it can't
Yeah.
be that blind. I need
Yeah.
you to. What is he using, Miss Rain, the glasses? Take them rose glasses off.
Because if I saw my husband leave and then he went and got matching tattoos,
I'm done. Ain't nothing else you're gonna be able to tell me.
we not crying over nothing.
I'm not crying. In fact, I'm coming into the courtroom like the Hulk. Okay, I'm gonna let you know I'm finna terminate this. I'm finna slam dunk you in the courtroom. You finna know that I'm gonna be ruthless. Like, I'm gonna have the best of the best attorney, and I'm going for your neck.
So that's why I said, when do you stop mourning and when do you just go off?
And it would have been like a switch for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just that quick for me.
Yes.
Once I realized the level of you're trying to harm me, I was just, it's a switch for me. Like, you're gone to me.
You know how disrespectful
Yeah.
that is?
Yeah. I'm not gonna let you listen. My friend has always told me good things will make you disrespect yourself, but baby, I'm not gonna let you do that to me.
You are not gonna play in my face and I'm still sitting there, well, you know, that really hurt me really bad. If you don't get outside with that.
You ain't gonna have me on national TV crying, baby. No.
Once I seen, like, this is the next week you up here getting tattooed. Listen.
Me, I would have been jet setting somewhere in Thailand talking about, like,
girl. Yeah, so that has me, and even up till now, you know, I don't listen to his lives and stuff, but if he's still there, I
no,
can't.
he did get a little bop the other day, baby.
Okay,
He did
okay.
say, Ken, you ain't got no job, and Gypsy pregnant, you ain't got no job.
Okay, well, just speaking the truth. Okay.
And then that man got up.
Mhm.
You know how the OGs of Harlem just do that bop while they walk in? Ryan got up and started bopping.
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, Ryan. All right.
I said, he giving old school Harlem.
Okay. All right. Because I
But
didn't
then
see
not
that.
to show up to court, that kind of got me like, what?
Yeah.
Ryan, I needed you to keep that energy, baby.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's some kind of strategy. If he filed, she filed, like, why did you not show up? Because at this point, if you're still doing the heartstrings, that's the, because you're still
Well,
taking
I
her phone
think
calls.
she is definitely manipulating him behind the scenes, but I think the thing is, when you have to be a strong person to be able to go up against manipulation. And to the level that she is, this is a girl that was manipulative enough to have someone unalive her mom, right? But she spent 8 years in prison learning how to become more manipulative.
Okay, yeah.
So she's even worse now than she was then.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I think that kind of is telling us why and how she's able to do it. But I think Ryan should be like, nah, you ain't gonna give me like that.
Yeah, the level of, maybe you don't understand the level of
I would have
embarrassment.
tricked her ass not to showing up to court, okay?
But you know what they do that for? Because they don't want you to know that you have the upper hand. They don't want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna play with you so that you feel like you gotta be, tap into them feelings and.
You're not gonna have me emotionally invested. Once I know you was coming from my throat, that's it.
Once
Game
I
time.
know you dyed your hair, so you could go hang out with. This
Oh yeah,
kid.
you ain't gotta say nothing else. You ain't gotta say another word, okay?
And
then you played in my face on this last episode. You rolling at a picnic table with your boy. Yeah.
but hold on now, didn't they do that in order to take the baby pictures for the announcement for the baby?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't they say on the show here? Because she was already pregnant then
Mm-hmm.
when they did that scene, and then afterwards she's saying, well, 4 weeks later, that she was pregnant. They playing in people's face, yeah.
Lifetime too, but Lifetime, I have a feeling Lifetime gonna turn on Gypsy even more than what they have. I have a feeling Lifetime is here for the downfall.
Okay.
I feel like I don't think this is gonna be the last of the documentary. I think the true story is gonna be told at some point.
Maybe by other people.
I think Lifetime's gonna want to in on that.
I think that's gonna be more interesting and give higher ratings.
Hell yeah, the truth.
Lifetime, that's gonna be a story right there.
That everybody would tune in for that, baby.
Yeah.
The real story.
Yeah. I'm tuning in. Yeah.
To know that she 10 times worse than Yolanda Saliburn. Y'all, but this is what we got for y'all.
Hey,
so
they can make their money back.
child, quadruple times over. Somebody will be tapping in for that.
Lifetime. We're just giving you tips out here.
I'm just saying, get with the program, because that is what we want to see.
Yeah.
The real story.
Yeah.
You know, the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not this little play stuff told by Gypsy. We good on that love. But y'all, this was quite an episode. And I thought that this was ending, it would have been over. But I'm telling you, I have a feeling August, July is like, hold my beer.
It's gonna be popping. Yeah.
Like, I just have a feeling it's about to get wild, y'all.
I agree.
And you saw she was on Tasha K. Fancy was on Tasha K Live.
Yeah.
So think about it. It's been like trickles. It's been trickles.
Yeah. Talk about their medical records. Maybe that was the spark that made it go public.
Child, Tasha K baby, Tasha's. You know, Tasha, she wanted to just go. And the questions that Tasha asked Fancy, I think, were really good questions because it was enough to like pique people's interest.
Right. Yeah.
I think this is going to be a very, very, very interesting month, and y'all just stay tuned because we will. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start doing this like 2 videos, and then maybe like do something totally different, and then update you on what's kind of going on. So, because I thought this Gypsy show would end, but it seemed like it's been more popping more that the show been
The
gone.
real life stuff is way more interesting than this. So,
Okay. It seemed like it because I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, this tea done dropped.
And it's a bunch of other stuff that we're not even talking
tapping
about.
into.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole lot of.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you think about it.
But I think the culmination is gonna start.
Oh yeah, no, the wheels are turning
Yeah.
because I'm telling you, once some crime scene photos dropped, the whole internet was going berserk.
Not your mama, yo. Not your mama. That woman took you to Disney World.
She got it busted open on the bed.
Vagina big like this.
Stop! I can't take it.
Why? That's all I want to know. Why?
Jesus fix it! I can't take that no more. But y'all have a great week.
Yes.
And that's what we got for y'all.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.